Y'all so do this dance. What? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Listen, it's a great day to have a great day to have a great day because we having a great day. You feel me? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? I missed you guys. I haven't seen y'all in the whole week. How y'all doing? Y'all straight? Y'all good? All right, so let's get into it. I'm your host, Domo. Wait, let's start from the top, Domo. Start from the top. Welcome to another. We're not gonna do. Domo. We're not gonna do this today, because you know how to talk. All right. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How you doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Y'all solid? All right, cool. Okay, so let's get into the house rules. Y'all ready for it? Great. No profanity. We don't do that on this show. First of all, let me screw back because I feel like I'm real close. It's a little too close. Girl, back up. Okay, there we go. We don't no profanity. We don't do that on this show. No bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because y'all know he made all the nations from one blood. So we in there. Like we in that thing. And all y'all invited to the barbecue and tell them I sent you. Who gonna check for me? Because who? Oh, because ain't nobody gonna check for me and tell them I sent you. Cause what? Exactly. All right. So this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Y'all, old heads. Okay. Newcomers, catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. Don't get you one of me, but get you one of us because the disability community, we're top tier. You feel me? Like, it don't even make no sense how the tier of the top of the top of the tier of how we are. Y'all catch that later. Just say you're welcome because just say thank you. Hi grandma, love you. Just say thank you because once you get you one of us in your circle, you be like, dang, Domo, like you've been telling me and y'all don't want to listen. But it's cool though because y'all gonna catch on. Y'all gonna catch on real quick. Also, we talk about Jesus Christ on this show. I can't speak for no other shows. I ain't got nothing to do with me. But over here, JC is the way to be. Bars. I'm already killing the game. That's crazy. JC is the way to be. Get you a little taste. You see. Oh my! Cause somebody signed me. At this point, I'm over here going double platinum, and they not even ready. JC is the way to be. Come taste and see. You feel me? Oh! Every line is getting better and better and better. That's crazy, Domo. You're like, Domo, have somebody sign you immediately. Because at this point, you can't even contain yourself at the bars that are coming out right now. Because you just spitting them. And it's ridiculous. Like, you're almost scaring yourself at how dope you are. That's wild. Also, this is one of the very few shows. This is one of the most important. Hey friend, love you. This is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disability and or medical conditions. I guess you know what that means. Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm coming to all three of y'all houses. Like, Lady O, I'm coming to the house first. We're gonna chop it up. Chop us down, chop us down, chop. Okay, cause y'all. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go to Lady O's house first. Then I'm gonna go up the street real quick. Tyler Perry's. We can go to your house. We can go to your studio. We can go. It don't matter. You send me the location. I got you. We both have iPhones, most likely, and I got you. Just pin me the location. Also, after that, it's gonna be time for us to get our locks done. So then we're going to go 2 blocks over to Rockefeller real quick. You feel me? And then get our locks done. And then we're gonna be in there like swimwear with me and Ava DuVernay, chopping it up, chopper style. You feel like it makes sense. I'm just saying. So y'all call me up, hit my line, have your people call my people, and I'm the people. Have your people call my people, and then we're gonna be in there. Like swimwear. Another bar. Domo, another bar. Who I can't keep up with my own self. Thank you, A Town. The plug. Drop the mic. Drop it. Here goes the mic, and we're dropping it. Child, I can't keep up. It becomes overwhelming when you have so much gift in you. It just becomes overwhelming because what do you do with all of it? I like who. That's how I be feeling. Who. It makes sense. Gabe, y'all see Gabe be talking mad mess behind the scenes. Okay? Gabe be talking mad mess, but it's okay because we love you regardless. All right, so story time. Y'all ready for it? Okay, so here's the thing. For the old heads, y'all kind of already know my shoe situation. For the newcomers, for those that don't know, so I wear tennis shoes. That's the only type of shoes that I wear. I wear tennis shoes. I wear leg braces because it helps me with my balance and walking, right? Okay, so I have always had feet problems. When it came to feet problems, my right foot and my left foot, they're 2 sizes different, 2.5 actually. So you can understand when it came down to foot problems. All right, so now that when I was younger, I had to wear 2 different size shoes, right? Now, as I got older, getting braces, aka AFOs, like because of the space, I was able to wear the same size shoe. Now, here's the thing. I just got a new brace on my left foot, and my left foot is my larger foot. I got a new brace on my left foot, right? And this new brace is protecting a little bit more of my foot, which means that it's adding or taking away a little bit more space. Nevertheless, in addition with that is I gotta wear a different size shoe. Child. So here's the thing. I already was at a very stable place with my shoes. Hey girl, love you. I was already at a stable place with my shoes. So now that I have this new brace, I have to now replace all my left shoes with a larger size shoe of the same shoe. I now have to replace all my left shoes with a larger size shoe. Girl, when I tell you, first of all, the price, let's just start there because I already have shoes. But now I got to buy all new, brand new pair, and I only wear tennis shoes. So now what you're trying to tell me is I have to buy all new pair of shoes, the same one, just a larger size. Now, thank God that I have a very small foot, but that doesn't matter. The important thing is it's not the size of the shoe. It's the fact that I have to buy the exact same pair of shoes in a larger size again. So I'm going to have 4 pair of shoes. I'm going to have 4 pair of shoes. Lord have mercy. Jesus, give me the strength. It's been taking me so long to replace all these shoes. If anybody wants to donate to the shoe fund, $5, let me know. Let me know if anybody wants to donate to the shoe fund because this don't make no doggone sense. Golly. That's the price though. For me, that's the price. But I'm grateful that I'm able to replace my shoes. But good Lord, all of them, child, I don't even know where I bought all my shoes from. Good, good. For people that have AFOs, which are leg braces, y'all understand the shoe ministry is not for the weak at heart. You gotta have a strong mentality for some doggone shoe stroke. Danielle, because you know I can't. That's my mad. That's my mad. It made me. Man. All right, enough about me. So, my next guest. First of all, let me say. Hold on, y'all, because again, we're international. Y'all not even prepared for One Being Brave because we are full blown now walking into international. My next guest, she not even from here, like global. Okay, outer space, across the country, around the world. You have to take 3 flights to get to where she is, and she gonna tell you where she is. But first of all, she's dope because we was already talking before the show, and she already dope. Like I can't wait to hear her story. Most of y'all know I don't know my guest story ahead of time, and this is another one. But we want to bring her out. Y'all ready for it? It don't matter because y'all got to be. Kellina, come on out. Come on out. What? Hey, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you for gracing the stage. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it so much. Okay, so for because I already hyped you up that you're international, that we're international. You gotta tell everybody where you're from.
I am actually from Canada, Toronto. Yes, where Drake lives. And everybody's like, oh, that's where Drake from. Yes, it's where Drake from. So.
That's where Drake's from. Told y'all we internet. We outer space. I tell you. All right, so for the people in the back, can you tell us where you're from? Oh no, you already told us where you're from. Can you tell us the name of your disability or medical condition?
Yes, so I am actually a hard of hearing person. And you want me to explain what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually became deaf at the age of 4 due to an ear infection. So it all happened super quickly when I was at the daycare. They put the eardrop in my ears, which caused me to be deaf not the following day, but probably 3-4 hours after when I got home from daycare. So that's really how I became deaf.
What? Well, hold on. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were at daycare, and what? You got sick?
So I got sick, yes. So I had an infection, and so my mom would give the staff member the eardrop, and I don't know what happened during the time. I don't know if they put too much in my ear or if they put on the wrong time. So I don't know what happened, but that same day when I went home, I was deaf.
Okay, so if you can remember, what did that feel like, or sound like? What did that look like for you to go from hearing to I don't even know what you're saying?
So my mom was calling me. I was sitting in front of the TV. I didn't even realize she was calling me, so she tapped me on my shoulder. And I jumped like crazy. And my mom's like, I called you and whatnot. And so she was just like, I was like, what's happening? And then I said, I can't hear you. And then that's when the whole thing went crazy. Like my grandmother was a nurse at the time, thankfully, thank God. So she knew what she had to do because she rushed home from the hospital because she was in the hospital. And she bought all the tools from the hospital to do some weird stuff in my ears. I'm like, what is happening? And I don't know what's happening. And so I see my mom, upset. My grandma's on the phone. My grandma ended up calling my family doctor to see if he can squeeze me in the next 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm,
And so he's like, no, I'm fully booked. You have to come tomorrow. So I went the next day. My doctor said, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Kellina's completely deaf.
That's crazy. I never knew eardrops can however it was put in you, however it was used. I didn't know that they can. Well, okay, so let me ask this. Once the doctors, like, finally gave you the official diagnosis,
Hmm.
did they, because I do know, I'm not like fully familiar with like the stages of deafness, but were you considered fully deaf? Is it like a partial deaf? Like,
So it was fully deaf.
man. Okay, so now that you've gotten this, that's crazy. Now that you've gotten this like official um diagnosis of you being deaf, what was the next step? Like, as you got home, what did you have to like start doing?
So I had to learn how to write. I couldn't hear anything, right? My family. I was 4 years old again. Like I wasn't bad in writing. I wasn't there yet, and so I would like point things, what I want, what I need. But long story short, the very next day I went to an audiologist that my family doctor referred me to, and so the very first thing, I woke up in the morning. I took the train to go to my audiologist. My mom was in school at the time, so my grandma took me. And I remember I was on the train and I was looking crazy. I was confused. I was like, why can I not hear? I was crying. My grandma would buy me donuts to cheer me up, just to make sure that I'm okay. And I'm a very emotional person when I was younger because I didn't know what was happening. I think everybody would be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I remember when I went to the audiologist's office, I had no idea what was happening. Like, I knew I had to be in the little booth to do a hearing testing. I keep taking things out of my ear. Like, I was not understanding that it needs to be done. But again, I couldn't hear. So, like,
Mhm.
my audiologist didn't know sign language at the time, sadly, to really educate me what they're trying to tell me. But again, I didn't know sign language myself when I was just became deaf. And I was sitting in the booth. I didn't know what was happening. I keep whipping things out of my ear. I was confused. I was crying. I was angry. And then my audiologist gave me a teddy bear that had a hearing aid in it. And I was like, oh
Mm.
my God, this is me. So I hugged the teddy bear. And then finally I calmed down. I stopped crying. And they finally did the testing that they need to do for me. And again, I went back the very next day to pick up my new hearing aids. Like, it was a lot of like quick.
Right, right, right.
So, yeah.
So when it came down to you getting the hearing aids, like, did you have to learn? Okay, so I don't know how to ask this. Like,
Ah,
okay, when you get the hearing aids, do they teach you how to wear it?
yes,
And
they
is
did.
there like a volume? Like, how do you
Yes.
know how to use it or when
So
to
they
use it?
taught me everything, like volume. Is it too loud for me? Is it too loud or too low? And they taught me a whole bunch of variety of things with hearing loss in terms of how to use equipment. Because there are
Hmm.
also an extra tools with it too. Some of you probably are not familiar. There's a microphone where I bring it to the school. Cause I'm four. I'm in school. So the microphone, they had to teach me all of that.
Really? So what does the microphone do?
So the microphone just helped me hear around the classroom. So let's say the teacher's at the front of the door, and I can't hear my teacher from far distance in the classroom, right?
Hmm.
So he will be like, no, Kellina, I'm calling you, and I can hear very loud through the speaker. So that way
Oh,
I can hear my teacher speaking, because I could not hear my teacher very well when I went to school.
yeah, wow. So did you have to go to like a special type of school, or did you just do regular
Um,
public private school?
so I went to two schools, actually. I went to a deaf school in the morning, and then
Hmm.
in the afternoon I went to the hearing school. The reason why my
Really?
family did that was just to help me learn how to be independent. That's one. Two, learn how to communicate in two different communities, which was fascinating. I loved it. However, I did not like it because I had to go to the hearing school full time, sadly, because the deaf school was too far for my mom and my
Oh,
grandmother at the time. So I had to like leave the hearing school and go to the hearing school full time. I was based dated because it made me lost who I am as a person because I couldn't continue learning sign language when I went to the home school full time. So it was very hard for me to really know who I am as a person, knowing that I'm a complete
yeah.
different community.
Well, okay, so to me, and I could be naive in this question, but to me, You talk very clear,
So
like
there's
extremely
a
clear.
there's a lot that happened. So when I was in, I would say grade one or grade two, I started attending to speech therapists, and so that actually helped me a lot. So I had speech therapist from forever, to be honest with you guys. I had it from grade one or grade two, all the way until uh, middle school, so which is grade eight or grade eight, right before I went to high school. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a very long time. I did learn how to speak correctly, learning how to pronounce certain words correctly. So that's how I speak so clear.
So yeah, cause you talk like you talk. We over here laughing, giggling, talking like chilling. I just think so that goes to show like the speech therapy is really helpful.
Yes.
Now, is it helpful starting at a young age, or is it just helpful in general wherever you're at?
It all depends on the person hearing loss. That's the problem a lot of people don't understand. Everybody's
Mm,
hearing loss is different. So it really depends on your hearing loss and how much you can hear. Because again, if your hearing loss is very low and you cannot pronounce certain words, some words may come out different versus someone who is middle hearing versus someone low, right? So it's
yeah,
very different. It depends on the person. For me personally, I would say yes, the better it is, right?
right, yeah. So with you, when you said that you weren't able to finish with your sign language courses in school, how did you learn a lot of sign language? And if so, after that session or that season of your life was over, did you even try to learn more?
I did. I tried, but there was nobody there to practice with me, so I couldn't do it.
So do your parents know sign language, or do your
No,
siblings know sign? No.
no.
So you really had.
I literally just took ASL classes all over again last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is I it's very rare that I hear someone that's deaf that actually just talked to
Oh,
communicate.
There's so many.
Man,
There's so many. It just you guys haven't met them yet.
that part right there. Because I see, and even just like on TV or whatever, you see
Mhm.
people that are deaf or their hearing loss is kind of low, and they talk with their hands, like
Right.
they talk their sign language, but you can still kind of understand what they're saying like a little bit,
Yeah,
but
a little bit. Yeah. Now I
they
can. Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
Can you understand sign language?
A little bit. I'm getting better. Thank God.
That's that is great. That's so cool. So when it came down to like friends and um high school, all that jazz, was it difficult to navigate through or even like share with your friends your condition?
um, not really. It did a lot in the beginning when I went to the high school full time. It was very, very hard because I was bullied a lot for my
Mm,
speech. And so I did have a couple of very close, one or two close friends, and they're both my best friends to this day. They supported me. However, I would say when I got into middle school, to grade six to grade eight, it was a little difficult because of peer pressure, and for
mm,
me to try to fit in, especially someone who's disabled, I don't know how to fit in because I have accommodation, right? I have to communicate in a different way than other kids. And that was something I did struggle with a lot in middle school, especially middle school. I figured out a way how to navigate it
yeah.
so that way I'm prepared for high school. High school, I was like a social butterfly. Like, people didn't even know I was deaf. They're like, whoa, she's deaf. She doesn't even, like, act like it. She doesn't even talk
Yeah.
like it. Like, people said your personality is very bright. Like, and I was like, oh, thanks. But, yeah, so I did struggle a lot in middle school and elementary school.
Yeah, because your personality is so bright. Like, I would have never guessed. I would have been like, so what? Like, what you doing? Straight up, like, what are we here for? But that's dope though. That goes to show that you're comfortable in who you are, and
Exactly.
you're not letting your limitations stop you from who you are. That's super dope, and that's the point of this show. Like, that's why I do it, because you're an example. And then how for everyone else that don't know, how old are you?
I am 27.
27. Woo woo. Yeah, so you're at your prime age and you're already like setting an example. That's yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
what's up. So now that you're at the wait, let me ask this. Are you able to drive?
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing okay. Okay, because I want to get into that because I want to see your perspective on what that process looked like. What made you even want to become independent to drive?
My family. my me and my family do not like taking the public transportation. I do not
Mm-hmm.
personally. I feel unsafe a lot of time just because of my surrounding, right? I don't know if I can hear the fine line. I can't hear when I'm on the train. Same thing with the bus. I remember when I was in university, I would take a bus a lot of time, and it was super dark, and they made an announcement, but I couldn't hear. And I got
Mm-hmm.
frustrated, and I said, you know what? I need to learn how to drive because my safety comfort. If I don't know what's happening, I can't, right? So I got frustrated. I got over it, and then my mom was already preparing me to get my license, to get my car. Like she was well prepared, and so but yeah, I just started driving. A lot of people ask me that question. They're like, can deaf people drive? And I said, yes, they can. It's just a matter of paying attention to our surroundings. That's pretty much it. But it's not a big deal.
Right, because it's just like, okay, well, it does make sense. Y'all not crippled,
Yeah.
so well. So when it comes to like, let's just say like, um, the fire departments or like sirens or stuff like that. How do you personally know, or how can you tell when it's coming? Can you
I
hear?
don't know. I don't. To be honest with you guys, I just look at my mirror. I look every time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you do more surrounding. You look more
Hmm.
about surroundings.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's so
and a lot of
cool.
people don't notice. A lot of hard of hearing people, especially when they're driving, they're very observed. So we're good at looking at things and also paying attention at
Mm,
on the road. Like a lot of people don't know that, but a lot of hard of hearing individuals I know, they're good drivers. Trust me. Some people be like, "Oh,
yeah,
they're bad drivers." I'm like, no, 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 we're good drivers because we're very good at observing what's going on.
right. Because your sensory of sight it heightened.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That well, yeah, that actually does make sense. Um, so now that you're older, um, you're now that you're living in this life as a person that's deaf. What is the most difficult part of being deaf?
Asking for accommodation, and and let me go back. So some people are like, oh, but we do accommodate. Not That's not what I mean. So what I mean is by having a consistent accommodation. People may
Mhm.
accommodate you one time, the next time you see them, they don't, and you're like, you knew what I need, so what
Right, like
happened?
nothing
So
changed.
you're just kind of like the consistency of accommodation is a big issue that I face a lot, especially myself. I know some people will come on Zoom call with me, and they forget to put the closed caption, or they forgot to upgrade their system or the platform where it
Mhm.
allowed me to follow along with the conversation. And so I had to keep like pausing a lot of people before I even hop on a call. I'm like, listen, do you have a closed caption or not? If you don't, I'm out. And they're like, wow, like the confidence I had in myself, it was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but this is my accommodation. If you cannot support me in this matter, I gotta go, right?
Right.
So in terms of putting myself first, but that is the definitely number one problem that I do face a lot. How to just that person.
Was that hard to kind of because because I have a disability too, so I get the
Yeah,
accommodation and not the consistent accommodations. So for you, was it hard to get to that place to where you got tired of asking?
yeah, oh yeah. I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
because for us, sometimes we will just take it because we don't feel like asking no more.
Right, exactly.
We'll just be like, okay, whatever. And but in the end, we get the shorthand of a stick because we're uncomfortable or we're not convenienced. So did you ever like what made you get to a place to where you were like, this is what it is, and I'm not changing for that?
Um, It all started when during COVID, actually.
Mm.
And that's when I wanted to be consistent with being on podcasts. And this one lady, and she texted me, Kellina, could you hear me very well on the Zoom? And I said, kind of, but not so much. A lot of people don't know this. My hearing aid is like Bluetooth. It's like an earpod. So you're talking to me inside my hearing aid instead of the speaker. My telephone, my computer, it's strictly my ears. So, for example, if someone would walk around my house, they would not know I'm on the phone with you because they can't hear you. So, a lot of
That's
people don't
so
know that.
dope.
Yes, so a lot of people don't know that. So, people thought, oh, I don't need closed captioning because she can hear directly through her ears, but that's not the case because I communicate in two different ways. Bottom line, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you want to have a good, smooth conversation, and that's something I like to have smooth conversation without having to pardon, because sometimes it frustrates the other person too, right? And the other person can be like, okay, never mind. And it happened to me a lot when I was younger. I had a lot of people say, never mind. Oh, I'll catch you up another time. Like, that's rude, you know? You knew
Yeah.
someone deaf. Why would you speak to them that way, you know? So, like, it sometimes, yes, I go through that myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I have to tell myself that's their loss, right?
Right.
Because you never know who they're gonna come across, and they're gonna think about you. Think, oh, I did that with Kellina. I should have not done that to her. It will always come back, and like I always tell people always come back. People always come back to apologize, but you don't know when the time is. Just keep moving.
That's so true. That's very true. And you didn't ask to be deaf.
No,
So I think the generous thing is that you're even sharing with them what you need. And I feel like that's very respectful. If I'm
yeah,
telling you how I need to be communicated, there should be some grace behind it, because it's not something that's out of the ordinary. It's just a little grace. Just show them some grace so we can have a like you said, a smooth conversation back and forth.
exactly,
I don't want to
exactly,
keep saying, huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? Slow. Huh? Who wants to do all that?
exactly. Not me. Yeah.
Man, I get that. Okay, so we talked about what's the most difficult part. So what's the most rewarding part of being deaf?
The most rewarding part is inspiring other people, and the reason why I said that is because I love when people be surprised that I am deaf. I love it. I just love to see the face like, what? Oh my
Right.
god. Like, it's just
And I did that.
I love it. I love it because you're educating people. People
Hmm.
don't understand that because there's not a lot of deaf individuals who very active like I am with the hearing community. There's not a lot, and I loved it because it shake people up and make people realize that
Hmm.
there's so much more in life that you should be grateful for, because ears are the number one thing that we need in our life, and people don't realize
Right.
that. Right? You're listening, we're having a conversation. That's the most important thing you need in our life. And people don't realize that until they meet me, and they're like, Kellina just made me realize to be more grateful for my life. And I said, damn right, be grateful for your life.
Yeah. No, so true.
You know?
That that's so true.
So that's the best thing I love about being deaf, is being able to educate other people, make people be suspicious about me. I love it.
I think that's so true, because a lot of people that are able bodies or that don't have any um, known conditions, they just take what they have for granted. But people that live in a disability community or a disabled community, we know what it's like to lack in an area, to have a limitation in the area. So we're like, yo, be grateful for what you can do, because I can't do that. But yet I'm
Exactly.
still able to, function and live life. But please don't take the small things for granted.
Exactly.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, that's good, because a lot of people, I mean, you shock a lot of people, but I think that because you do that, it gives them a more of an open perspective
Right.
on the value of life. But it also shows, like, now I'm investing in what you have to say. I'm
Exactly.
not, because I'm super invested. I was like, you what? Girl, when? You deaf? What are you talking about? When? Where? How? Yeah, that's super dope. Okay, so I see your little name, it says Deaf Queen Boss. You got to let us know how you got that. Like, oh,
Ah.
there it goes again.
How did I come up with Deaf Queen Boss? When I tell you guys, I don't know how I came it up. I knew I wanted my personal branding to be something with queen or boss in it. Like that's
Hmm.
what I wanted. I knew I'm the queen. I know I'm the boss. Everybody looked up to me a lot of time. Like she is the boss. Like she knows what she needs to do.
Right.
And so, and me, and my little sister, we got a piece of paper. We wrote a bunch of names down together, and we're like, okay, Queen Boss Death. Doesn't sound right. Then we wrote again. Then we wrote again, and like literally, we did it for like 2 hours. For 2 hours to come up with this name, Death Queen Boss. And I made the name like Death Queen Boss. That fit me super
That's
well.
it. I love that. Like that is a brand right there. Like that's just so dope. I love Deaf Queen Boss. Like yeah, and she is. Period. And
Thank
that's it.
you.
Like that's it. Okay, so I didn't go through. Well, I kind of seen a little bit. That's your book.
Yeah.
Okay, so and she's an author class, and she's a full whole. She a whole author in this mug. Okay, you got to let us know. You got to tell us the name of the book. What's the book about? Where we can find. Spill the beans.
Okay, so everybody, I have 3 books in total. So my very first book is called Every Day I Am Just Deaf, which is my personal book. It's a poetry book. It's about me being deaf daily basis, just really educating people what it's like to be deaf. Number 2, I have a book called Young Change Makers. This is actually a collaboration book with everybody that I met through who are entrepreneurs, who are young entrepreneurs all over the world, which is very cool. And we just put together what we do for our business, who we are, and then my third book that just came out a month ago called Rhythm of Success. It's all the deaf communities together. I wrote a book together. We were just talking about who we are, what we do. And yeah, so that is my third book. And then my fourth book is launching sometime next year, which is I'm super excited. I did told Domo, but I'm not going to announce it just yet. But yeah.
That is so. I mean, listen, you a whole author in this mug, like 3 times over. That's what I'm talking about. Do do what you do. That's why you the deaf queen. But like, it makes sense.
Thank you.
It
Thank you.
makes sense. Okay, where can they find your books? Cause now I'm about to do some searching.
Okay, okay. So everybody can find my book on Amazon. You can go look at it worldwide. Everybody can get it.
Period. Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. So you also spilled in there that you're a business owner.
Yes, I
I
am a
mean,
business
like,
owner.
come on.
I am a business owner. I actually have 2 business. I have my coaching business, which is Kellina Empowerment Inc. I do one-on-one coaching for everybody who's disabled, and I help them with their mental health and actually teach them how to advocate for themselves and also build more confidence in terms of advocacy and how can they do better. And number 2, I started a virtual assistant business where I actually help small business owners and people who are disabled who are thinking about starting their own business but don't know how to start. They have a budget. I'm more than happy to support other people. And yeah, that is pretty much my business. And third, I'm also an international speaker. I do speak all over the world about my personal stories, my business, coaching, and as well business as well, like a business mentor. So that's what I do.
Who am I talking to? Because, golly, I didn't know I was in the presence of greatness. That's what's up. That is so super. That's super dope. And you're doing it at a young age. Like you doing it, bro. Like I'm inspired. I need to find something to do. I ain't doing nothing.
Oh my
Girl,
god.
I ain't doing a thing. I need to step my game all the way up. Don't go like, girl, what are you doing? You being over here lazy. That is so. That is so super dope. I think for me because I come from the disabled community, I think it's super dope to not only help them but have a disability too because you're the spokesperson of someone that can do it.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people don't want to hear. what you've been. They don't want to hear like what you do. They want to hear what you've been through, and
Exactly.
they want to be able to see it. And for you to be walking in your disability confidently, but not only doing that, but you're striving in your business as well. Like, come on. Yes, I will follow whatever you're talking about. How do we go about it?
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Honestly,
super
it's just
dope.
like I tell everybody, it's all about how you can relate to some people, right? It's all about that. And it's true. People want to hear your struggle. People want to really understand you and
Yeah,
see how you can relate with them. And that's something I learned with myself, especially when I started my business. And that's why I was able to get access to a lot of opportunities because I'm very rare to find.
right.
Everybody's looking for us. And I tell everybody all the time, especially the disability community, we need more voices. But the problem is not everybody have access to these type of things. But again, like I tell everybody, there's social media. There's so many ways you can make. I know some people are looking for extra fund. There's so many ways to make extra money online. There's so
Yeah.
many ways to get your voice out there.
Yeah, very true. There's so many ways. You just have to tap in. You just gotta find it, or you gotta be connected with Kellina to get into it. Like, but
Yeah, everybody can connect me too. If anybody's interested in opportunity, I do have one. I just told Domo about it. If you're listening, you want to also be coming out there, that's the one
okay.
thing.
Wait, wrong side. Yeah, holla at her. Let her know. Let her know what's up. Okay, so I do want to ask this one last question
Yeah,
because you've pretty much done it all. But what is something or a goal or a dream or an aspiration that you want to get into? It could
I
be like
would say,
outlandish.
I would say honestly, my goal is to take my business globally right now, to make more impact for the younger generation. That is 100% my goal is right now. And also to connection with a lot more people globally, which I
Yeah.
am right now. But the work is in process because we're also creating more projects. So there's a lot more projects coming up next year, which I'm excited. So yeah.
That's super dope, and I'm definitely like going to be. I'm first of all, I'm in your corner. I'm a fan,
Thanks.
and I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, I'm a fan, and I think what you're doing is super dope, and I feel like it's definitely needed, especially in our community. Just like you said, we do need people that are confident in their disability, but are able to talk about it and spread that awareness, spread that understanding, and then show people that it can be done.
Exactly.
For real, for real. And I think you're doing that. I think that's super dope. Okay, so can you tell everybody where they can find you? Because they listen, we need to follow you.
Everybody can find me on Death Queen Boss on every single platform. I made it very easy for people to find me. Except Facebook. Facebook is going to be Kellina Powell. And you can go through my website as well if you're someone interested in coaching or need any support with anything. You can go on my website, KellinaEmpowerment.com.
Listen, everybody go follow her because Kellina's doing it. Deaf Queen Boss on everything. Or you can go to her website at KellinaEmpowerment.com because that's what she does. She empowers. And she a queen boss, like on the period. That's on period. Kellina, thank you so much for gracing the stage. I appreciate it. I love what you're doing. Like, I'm like I said, I am a fan for real. Like, I'm not even playing around. I really am because you're dope. Like, your story is dope. What you're doing, your personality is dope, and I'm excited to see what you. I'm about to be a stalker. I'm letting you know now. I'm about to be a full time stalker. Like, y'all, do y'all see what she do?
Oh my god, that just my heart just dropped.
I'm about to be a full time stalker. So if you see I am Domo Jones, heart and everything, just be like, well, she said it. She said it. She said it. Thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I definitely appreciate it. Gabe's gonna put you in the back and you're about to end the show. Love you. I told y'all gonna listen to me here or tomorrow or now. Because I told y'all my guest be top tier. Like, she a whole I just interviewed a whole celebrity. That's crazy. She a whole celebrity in this mug. And she international. That's what. That's wild. She was so dope. Like Kellina, like she's super dope, and I'm so that serious. Like I'm going to be following her because she's definitely inspiring, and she should not only be inspiring to people that have disabilities. She should be inspiring. Dot dot dot. Because what she is doing is very needed, not just for us, but for people. Like, yeah, everyone go follow her at Deaf Queen Boss on all the social platforms, or you can go to her website, www.kellinaempowerment.com. All right, so I thank everyone for tuning in and watching the show. I appreciate y'all. Like, I don't take it for granted. I'm gonna say it all the time, like all the single time. That's what I'm gonna say. I was gonna say all the single time, but I'm gonna say it all the time because I don't take it for granted at all. You guys can be doing something. Y'all could be watching Power. Yeah. Or y'all could be watching one of them. Y'all can be watching one of them shows. All right, so let's get into the church announcements. If you have a disability and or medical condition and you want to be a guest on the show, holla at me. Now, two things. There's two disclaimers. One, don't be coming up here talking about you got a pepper cut. Don't be coming up here talking about your elbow hurt. Because that don't got nothing to do with me. Put some vitamin E on that joint and go about your business. As you can tell, we have people that be dealing with real life stuff. You feel me? We got real life. So if you have a disability and or medical condition and you want to be a guest on the show, or you know someone that wants to be a guest on the show, holla at me. Also, part 2 of that is this October, the month of October is our last season it's our last season for this season. Does that make sense? It's our last show, or our last shows for this. Word that right, Domo. Good Lord. Is going to be the last season of 4. Last 4. Okay, we're going to try this again. October is going to end season 4. There we go. Lord Jesus. October is going to end season 4. But we're starting back in January. So we have one more episode. No, we have 2 more episodes. And then, yeah. Okay, so if you want to be a guest on the show for next season, still holla at me because I am always collecting guests. And we got a whole season of open slots. You feel me? Okay, next church. Oh, it's late. Because is that what it is? Because why are you stuttering? Jesus. Next Tuesday, we are live in living color. 10 p.m. 7. The devil is busy. Because what is happening? 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. Next Tuesday, we live in living color. All right, y'all, I'm out because if I say anything else more, then I'm going to be stuttering and I'm not even going to know what I'm going to be saying. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys so much. But don't log off, though, because, y'all know, just watch it. Gabe, get me out of here. Hurry. I love y'all. Period. And y'all better love me too. Alright. Gabe, get me out of here. Y'all ain't know what to do. Until next time. Love you.